Hey guys, welcome back to the Techie Family Channel. I'm Lou.
I'm Lou.
Together we're Lou Squared. Today, in the sense of security, peace of mind, we're going to be presenting the Apeman C860 dual DashCam.
DashCam?
Now, we all drive, or at least most of us do. We're on the roads constantly. We see a lot of stuff.
A lot of craziness out there.
It's a cruel world. It's a crazy world. A lot of crazy stuff going on. So we figured we'd add this to the family to give us a sense of security, a sense of peace of mind when we're out on the roads. Obviously, something happens, it happens, but you're going to have that backup, that second eye, the witness, or whatever the case may be. There's a few reasons why we decided to pick up one of these dash cameras, and we figured we'd share it with you guys. This particular one here is a Apeman C860. I know Apeman has a few models out. This one's their newer version. This one's the 4K. Does recording the 4K video when you're using just the front camera, but it has the option to do both front and rear
simultaneously.
When you're doing front and rear, it's full HD 1080, not 4K. But it's always good to have both perspectives. You never know, what's going to happen, whether in front of you or behind you. With this, it gives you the option to see both. Now, whenever you're picking up a dash cam, guys, it's imperative to know that you need to also get a memory card. It takes a micro SD, a secure digital memory card. This one actually is able to take the higher 128 gigabyte storage capacity. So the older ones took only the 32. This one, because it has the higher quality recording, it's got the duals, you're able to put a 128 gigabyte, which I recommend. You have to worry less about it.
Yeah, have to constantly either formatting it or constantly uploading what you recorded to your computer. So it's just a pain. I think a 128 gig, you can just leave it and forget it.
Correct.
At least for a few weeks.
So this has the looping video option, but with 4K is going to take up a lot of space very quickly. So you might lose some of that footage if you don't go back in time and extract it. But let's open her up. Let's see what we got. And then we'll bring you guys outside and on the journey of trying to set one of these bad boys up.
1, 2, 3, 4.
See, it's gonna be my first time, so I have no idea what the heck I'm gonna be doing with this guy, but I'm sure it'll be straightforward.
Plug it in.
You'll see though. You'll learn with us. Yep. I don't think it's as easy as just pressing.
All right, so what we got here, Lou?
Maybe it could be. So this is the main unit. This one's the one that records in the 4K if you're recording by itself.
By itself?
It's got a nice size. It's a 2.7-inch screen on the back with some buttons on here. So it's got, looks like you can interact with it to some extent.
This is the secondary camera. This is the rear view camera, which is the one that you attach to the main camera. Does up to 1080p. And I believe both of them will do 1080p if you're using the secondary camera.
Correct.
Like I mentioned.
Yeah, so if you've got both of them going, it's 1080 simultaneously. So this looks like it has like a little mountain. It's got a little sticky pad on here. So I'm wondering if that just sticks up to the...
to the fabric or maybe to the glass. If you
could be to the glass too.
Yeah. I guess we'll figure it out once we get there.
We'll figure it out. It's got a few different mounting options in the box too. So we won't bore you with any of the details anymore. We'll just take it outside and see what we're working with.
Yeah. Can't wait to not avoid cars. Well, before I didn't have a dash cam, I would purposely avoid car crashes.
True.
You have to defend your position like, hey, it wasn't my fault.
Yeah, sometimes you get cut off.
You get cut off, and if you were to rear end somebody, even though they cut you off, by default, it'll be your fault. But now with this dash cam, when that happens, I'm going to just let the car keep going. I need a new Tesla Model S, so I need that,
That's the
that
one.
airbag to
That's
deploy.
the one.
Yeah.
Hopefully without the kids.
They need to total it because last time I got into a car accident, they fixed it up.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like $500 away from being totaled. I was like, come on, man. Can't
Kicked it somewhere. I heard you. All right. let's bring this out. Let's try to get it up and running, and we'll go from there, guys. All right.
Some stuff.
All right, guys. We are outside. We're gonna be
Using this lovely model. Her name is
Pearl.
Beautiful car.
The car is beeping at us. We are unaware as to why. But we're gonna go through. We're gonna set the dash cam up. But yeah, come join us. All right, guys, we're inside.
Setting this bad boy up.
Lou's got some experience.
Get you the correct angles.
Yeah,
It's all about the angles.
it's all about the angles, guys.
Yep.
All right,
At
so
1440p.
let's get to it.
All right. So it's just simple. It's just one camera connects to the other camera, and one of the cameras connects to the cigarette lighter. Super simple.
Oh, straightforward.
Straightforward. Not much work to do. Honestly, the most difficult part is going to be wiring the cable, or said that wrong. The most difficult part is going to be running the cable through the car, so it's not an obstacle or something that the kids or someone is going to yank out.
Correct. And, some cars are different. Obviously, we're in a sport utility vehicle. It's a little bit larger. It's got a different setup than a vehicle would. So, depending on the vehicle, that would determine the difficulty in the running of the wire.
It will also depend on the person too. Some people just don't give two craps, and they can run the
cable's
cable
all out.
They can run the cable right through the sensor just like this. Some people want to have it, looking more professional. The advantage of having it looking really nice and professional, the cable's tucked in, is that it's that sleekness, that privacy, that if someone is walking by, they're not gonna just know like, hey, they have a camera, they got a dash cam. I mean, sometimes they'll know because it's bigger, so it's just gonna just stick out. But that's
Now,
the process.
so we've got the cigarette lighter plug. This one's the longer cable, Lou.
No, I believe this one right here is the longer cable. I think this is the one that runs all the way to the back.
Gotcha. So this one was going to go to the camera that's going in the front.
Correct. Yep. So this is gonna be. We're gonna try to run it
To the
through,
right.
through the lining.
Yeah, we're
of
going
the
to try
car
to come
and then
this
plug it in.
way, go up here, and boom, right in the middle.
So from the cigarette lighter directly to the micro USB, and then you're gonna take a mini USB cable from the camera and run it all the way to the back. And the cool part is the cigarette lighter connection also gives you another USB cord. So if you have a phone or mobile device that you wanna, connect, it's not obstructing the cord.
Gotcha.
All right. So this is pretty simple. I think the first thing we need to really do is just run the cables first, because that might dictate where you're gonna place the camera.
Gotcha. All right. So
So we're gonna come back in a second. All right, guys. We just finished setting up the dash cam in the front and the back. Wired everything nice and professional, as professional as we can be. We're gonna start audio installation podcast soon. Just kidding.
ran the cable, one cable through to the left, one cable through to the right. We are going to fire the vehicle up and check out this bad boy.
So formatting will erase the data. That's perfectly fine. That's first time use, so that's the right way to do it. As you can see, it's kind of picture in picture, so it's literally recording the back of the house and the front of the house. Let me see if we can change the views. I think it's so you can capture the audio, not capture the audio. Maybe that's to stop it. SOS. Oh, we don't need SOS. Okay, so right from the resolution, so that's the one 1080p by 1080p at 30 frames because we're recording in the front and in the back. We have the screen display is PIP, which is a picture in picture. So we can just do just front camera, just rear camera. So we gotta just speak to the owner of the vehicle, how she prefers just the front camera for now, okay? and then it's gonna do loop recording. So this one is by default 3 minutes, so every 3 minutes it records what was previously recorded. Might have extra time, so 5 minutes. I think that's good. So every 5 minutes it's gonna just record over the same content over and over again. That's an option for voice setup. That's the exposure, so that's for brightness. I think in auto it's okay. Stamp setup, I believe that's for the time and date. So as his recording is actually on the recording, will give you the date and time. Motion detect, I think that's the one we want. That's when if your vehicle is in a parking spot and it gets hit, it'll record that information. Parking monitor, you also want that on. That's what I was just describing. And the G sensor sensitivity, that's just how sensitive you want it to be. It could be too low sensitivity. You can get a gust of wind, it'll just start recording. Medium probably is the default, so we could probably leave it there for now. We can always make those changes. I think that's about it, Lou.
Already.
Blue light just flashed, meaning you got power.
Yeah, and it starts
Just
recording.
recording.
Nice.
Yeah.
We are going for a test drive. Yeah.
Looks legit, Lou. But it is nice. It's a nice wide angle. It is capturing everything on the far left, on the right side. It's pretty clear as well, so it's not bad at all.
It's 150 degree angle on this guy.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I like it. It's a even though it's a 2.7 inch,
Yeah.
but you can still see what's going on.
Me personally, I think using it as a rear view camera live feed, I think that's very helpful too, because you can actually see what's oncoming.
But you can see, guys, quality of the video is actually pretty nice. Now, when both cameras are recording, again, it's full 1080. It's not 4K. 4K is only when you're recording on just the front camera. So I'm gonna keep that in mind. Now we've got the video loop for 5 minutes, so we should be able to get all this footage. I like it. So setup wasn't too bad.
You know, one thing I realized too, I know it's not the purpose of it, but if you have the rear view camera in a car that doesn't have, rear view for reversing, you can kind of use it a little bit because it's actually pretty decent quality. I'm not saying I recommend it.
You wouldn't recommend it, Lou?
But you can do it.
You could do it. I'm backing up into the drive. You can see it on the cam. We're back home, guys.
Alright guys, that'll do it for the video today. Please hit the like button if you like what you saw.
And if you guys enjoy the content here, hit the subscribe button.
Turn on notifications.
But for now,
I'm Lou.
and I'm Lou.
Together,
Lou Squared.
You guys, what's going on down here?
I think it's time for us to go.
What the heck? What kind of party is this?
Nothing.
It's a party of a candy.
I'm gonna get my hat. Get out of here. Get my hat.
Pikachu!
Okay, no, that's not gonna be in the video. Give me that. Give me that.
Where they? Give me this. Get out of here.
Oh, okay. Goes it.
You're trying to be us. Oh my gosh. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Jeez. Get over here.